I want to ask you a couple questions because I read a quote from you and I just want to read it back to you. And you said, "What I love about yoga is it doesn't differentiate the mind, the body, the breath, the spirit. It looks at it all as one thing. It's this whole complete package." And I know you've been doing yoga for a long time. Obviously, you wrote this book about the breath. But could you comment on that? Because you experience that in yoga and you teach that all the time. But I would say most of the world walks around and thinks of these things as completely separate and sometimes unrelated entities inside their body.
My one of my teachers, he says that we're in life, we're not looking to be happy, but we're looking to be whole. And that's kind of yeah, Alan Watts. I like Alan Watts a lot. I don't know if you've ever read
Yeah.
any books by him,
Yeah.
but it's kind of this idea that we need to search out to feel like different aspects of the self to realize that everything was already there. I think that's one of the big things with yoga that attracted me to yoga is I always felt like something in my life was missing, right? And if you feel like something is missing from your life, then you go out searching for it. And then as you go out and you collect what's missing, maybe I need to have more money, and then you get more money, and maybe I need to have more fame, or maybe I need to have more friends, or more love, or more talent. And each time you go out and you get one of those things, you realize that it didn't make you any more you. And on the same side, it's on the other side of that, you go around thinking, I need less of this. Maybe I need less body fat, or less anxiety, or less whatever it is, the aspects about yourself that you go, and then you work on fixing yourself, and you realize that, oh, well, I'm still not happy, or I'm still not anymore or any less me. And it's because you can't, anything that you take away from you was never you, and anything that you add to you can't be you. Like, you came into this world whole. So we're just trying to find this understanding that I'm whole. And yoga is that saying that it's all there, it's all connected. We separate it so that we could understand it. That's science. Science looks at something that's whole, and then it breaks it down into its parts so that it could be this is this, this and this, and this. But it's always been the holistic thing. Yoga talks about the world as being Maya. So Maya is this word for illusion. It's the way that you could think about it is, I used to think that yoga thought that this philosophy thought that the world wasn't real. Because that's what I thought illusions were. That, oh, you go see a magician and he makes a girl disappear on stage, or saw someone in half, and you go, that's not real. But what he did was real. It just was appearing as something else. And so this life that we live, this Maya or whatever that we're seeing, is real. There's nothing that's not real about it, but it appears as something else. And the illusion is that we're separate. And it's not even like we're separate within ourselves, that we're separate from each other. And it's a really good illusion because we come from this place of looking, and so you see yourself as separate, or you see yourself as different because you have this unique perspective. And yoga says that it's only one aspect of the entire reality. How much I believe that we're all one or whatever, I don't think is really important to like buy into that we're all one thing. But what I think is important is to understand that we are all together. We're all whole. It's a perspective. And the more that you are standing in the place of yourself, seeing out from yourself as yourself, the less you understand the truth, because your viewpoint is narrow. And it's like those magic eye things, or you get, or anything, like when you're holding something, you're looking really close of it, you can't see the big picture. And so to see the big picture, you move back. And as you stop seeing yourself as like everything around you, and you start seeing as how everything works together as a holistic thing, society, community, the planet, all this, then you understand the truth a little bit more, and it becomes less about you, and then your problems that you have aren't as big, and your successes that you have aren't as important, and so the things that you need to be happy are less, because you realize that whatever it was that you were looking for, you've always had. But I think people need to look for that, to understand that. And that's kind of the journey of life, is to go out looking for the things that you don't have, to realize that you've had it the whole time.
Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I'm just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
This course has been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just an overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you got to pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.